Good morning, y'all. So it's another early morning to go hiking. I haven't been hiking here in Texas for actually probably over a month, so this will be fun. I'm actually going out to the Government Canyon State Recreation Area, natural area, at the recommendation of someone from my church who said I need to go check out the Dinosaur Tracks. So we're gonna go see some dinosaur tracks today. The sunrises here are amazing. I will give it that. Looks like this trail that I'm going on, going out to the Dinosaur Tracks, but it starts on the same path that the Bluff Spur trail is on that I did back, I think it was in August. So I'll be on that trail for a little bit and then it will go farther, quite a bit farther today. All right, so we're on the Joe Johnston route. I misspoke a little bit. It's actually not the same trail as the Bluff Spurs. It was just the road walk was the same. So yeah, this is all new trail for me. It is not very hot today yet, but it is very humid. I don't think I can ever get used to this. Till now, this trail's been mostly flat. It's like a road, old dirt road. A little bit of terrain variation, not much. But overall, this is pretty easy, cruisy. Yeah, go around there. This is a good trail if you want to get a lot of miles in and not have to work very hard, because it's almost entirely flat. And it's a nice road, a little bit of rocks, but it is really beautiful. Yeah, this is almost like walking a Forest Service road. It's packed dirt, mostly flat, easy walking. One of my favorite things so far about these trails out here is that, I don't know if it captures it really well, but the trees kind of make this arch over the road or the trail. It just feels so cozy. If you've ever seen Anne of Green Gables, kind of reminds me of that. And this was apparently a path that they took with the covered wagons and all that in the settler days. But yeah, I could see, horse and buggy riding through this little road underneath these trees. We have half a mile to go to the Dinosaur Tracks. All right, another junction. Caroline's Loop, and this route, which I think I'm actually going to do that loop, but from the other way. So I'm going to go this way first. So that was really cool. Supposedly this was the shoreline of the Gulf of Mexico / America, whatever it's called. But this was like where the water stopped a long time ago. The science nerd in me was kind of geeking out a little bit. Didn't do any talking over there because there was a guy sitting there just kind of meditating. I don't want to disturb him. He seemed to be really trying to feed his soul out here, so I want to respect that. So now I'm going to keep going Caroline's Loop, or I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, Caroline something. And then there's a trail that goes up on top of those cliffs back there. Try to circle around and do that too. So it will be a 10-mile day. Yeah, so that's the Overlook Trail. I'll come back and do that. We're gonna continue on the Joe Johnston. There's a house here. Home that never was. This house and the family it's named for are a mystery. Interesting. It's kind of cool. Huh. Don't see that every day on the trail. Look out. Yeah, kind of going into the back. I guess they call it the back country. It's not very back country. It's still, I can still hear cars. It's definitely a lot more uneven. Okay, so little windmill trail junction here. I'm not doing that today. The trail I want goes off that way. So, and I came from over here. So, three-way junction here. I'm gonna keep going this way. I'll explore the little windmill. That'll be for another day. So the trail goes that way, continues. I am gonna go over here. And yeah, just Caroline's Loop. This is pretty. We're off the road. We're actually on a trail now. So it does kind of have the beach vibe. So when they say this used to be a shoreline, kind of makes sense. There's a really gravelly, you can tell it's been worn out by water. So only some of my friends will understand this comment. It looks exactly like Cuba, except you can't see the ocean from here. Okay, y'all, so this stretch, it looks a lot like Northern California. Dried grass, and these trees. Just had kind of a flashback to my childhood. Some of the hikes, places that are out there. That's interesting, similarities. Only thing that would complete that picture would be some eucalyptus trees for the fragrance. It does not smell like California. We're going down, but there's a view, kind of. Junction, Caroline's Loop, came from there. That way goes back to the car, but we're going to go to the Overlook really quick because I can't resist a view. View only. Okay, y'all. They look more like Dinosaur Tracks from up here. That is so cool. So the Dinosaur Tracks were super cool, but even more cool from the Overlook, because you can actually see the tracks. They actually look like footprints. When you look at the tracks from down below, they just like holes in the ground. I went up to the Overlook, and from up high, you can actually see the footprint. So geeking out, totally cool. Not really into dinosaurs, but that's still pretty cool. definitely well worth it. Now I'm continuing on the rest of the Overlook Trail. It's like a smaller loop within the bigger Caroline loop. It's gonna loop back around, it's gonna go down. I think it drops out where that house is, and then we'll put it in cruise control all the way back to the car on that road that I started out on. I really enjoyed this trail. I will definitely come back and do this one again. I'm at mile 9 and I did not beat the heat. It is so sunny and it is so hot. I have 1 mile left and then I'm gonna go sit in front of the air conditioner for a while because my goodness sakes. The secret is early. I see a lot of people just starting out. Oh my gosh, I don't wish that on them. Hike your own hike, but I definitely don't hike my own hike in the heat. Yeah, 10.49 miles in under 4 hours. Sorry about the background noise. The air conditioning is on full blast because it is hot. 10.49 miles, 10 out of 10. That was an incredible hike. Great distance, great trail conditions, a lot of it pretty cruisy. The part that wasn't cruisy was not hard, but it was just enough to add a little bit of challenge. It was just mostly long, but the Dinosaur Tracks, whoo, highly recommend. That was really cool. To climb up on the cliff and look down on them and actually see the tracks, that was really cool. And then I added the Caroline Loop to my hike, which was really nice. I really enjoyed that part. Different, a little bit different terrain, different scenery. And then I added, when I went up on top of the cliff to overlook the Dinosaur Tracks, I just continued on that smaller loop. I guess it's called the Overlook Loop, Overlook Trail, something. And then easy cruisy trail back to the car. From the Dinosaur Tracks, it was really cruisy, but it got really hot. Sun came out. Those trees over the trail that provided shade when I started, the shade was mostly gone. Great trail, highly recommend. I will be back to do more out here because that was great.